AMD is reportedly working on the Radeon RX 9070 XT, packing a massive 32GB of VRAM. Could this be the game-changing GPU that shakes up the market? Meanwhile, the Nintendo Switch 2 price just have leaked. Next, Lenovo's Legion Go S is outperforming Windows with Bazzite, and Halo is officially getting a prequel set to release this year. Plus, Delta Force is making a comeback with a confirmed campaign release date. Let's break it all down. Gamers, PC builders, VRAM hoarders, brace yourself. AMD is reportedly cooking up something big. The Radeon RX 9070 XT is rumored to pack a ridiculously 32GB of VRAM. Yes, you heard that right, because apparently AMD looked at your gaming rig and said, nah, not enough power. So now, instead of just playing games, your GPU can double as a NASA simulation workstation. Nice. So here's the deal. The card is supposedly based on RDNA 4 architecture and is aiming straight at high-end gaming. If true, AMD might finally be stepping into the ring with Nvidia's best instead of just being the budget-friendly alternative. And let's just be honest, if this thing is priced right, we could finally see some real competition, instead of Nvidia's charging us the price of a used car for a graphics card. But here's the real question. Do we actually need 32GB of VRAM? Let's think about it. Right now, most games barely tap into 16GB, and even heavy hitters like Cyberpunk 2077 at max settings struggle to use 24GB. So either AMD is future-proofing like crazy, or they just wanted to make sure you could run GTA 6 at 16K with ray tracing, AI-powered NPCs, and real-time global warming simulations all at the same time. Of course, if you're into 3D rendering, game development, or modding, Skyrim, it looks like a National Geographic documentary. This GPU might actually be perfect for you, but the average gamer? Well, let's just say if you don't have a 4K monitor and a power supply built like a small nuclear reactor, this might be overkill. And now we wait for the price reveal, because let's be real, if AMD prices this thing aggressively, Nvidia might have to rethink their entire strategy. But if they follow the current GPU pricing trend, they're looking to another kidney required purchase situation. Either way, it's exciting to see AMD bringing the heat. Hopefully not literally, because we all remember those Radeon temps from back in the day. But what do you guys think? Is 32GB of VRAM a genius move, or just AMD flexing on us? Are you excited to see AMD challenge Nvidia, or just bracing yourself for another GPU you can't afford? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you think. Alright folks, grab your rupees, poke dollars, Tom Nook's loan payments, because it looked like we finally have a Nintendo Switch 2 price leak. And guess who we have to thank for this juicy info? A Costco employee. Yes, that's right. While most Costco workers are out there handling free samples, one brave soul decided to bless the gaming world with a retail label leak. According to this leak, snapped straight from a Costco in Canada, because apparently all good things leaks happen in Canada, the Switch 2 is listed at $499.99, but that's in Canadian dollars. But before you throw your maple syrup covered Joy-Cons in the frustration, that converts to around $348 United States dollar, which conveniently is right around the price of the Switch OLED. That means we might not be looking at a ridiculous price hike after all. Nintendo fans, you can breathe easily, for now. This also raises another interesting question. If this price is real, does that mean the Switch OLED is finally getting a price drop? Could we see a drop to $300 or lower? Or is Nintendo going to do what Nintendo does best? Keep a full price for the next 10 years while they sell us limited edition Luigi Blue model. Of course, there's one big but here. This is still an unverified leak. It came from a family board, and while they do have some receipts, literally in the form of photos, we have to remember people will always Photoshop anything for the internet clout these days. So until Nintendo Direct on April 2nd, we won't know for sure if this is real or just a very elaborate Costco prank. So now I gotta ask, does this price seem fair to you? If the Switch 2 really does land at around $350, is that a W for Nintendo, or are you still holding out for more power? And more importantly, who else is considering applying for a job at Costco just to leak more gaming news? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you think. Alright PC gaming handheld fans, we got some spicy news. Lenovo's new Legion Go S is out here betraying Windows like a plot twist on a telenovela. So according to recent tests, this thing actually runs better on Bazite than Windows. And if you're sitting there thinking, wait, what the heck is Bazite? Don't worry, you're not alone. Bazite is a custom gaming focused Linux distro based on SteamOS. And apparently this thing makes Windows look like it forgot to install its own drivers. Reports are saying that the Lenovo Legion Go S gives better performance, smoother gameplay, and even longer battery life when running Bazite instead of Windows. Which honestly is hilarious because Lenovo literally shipped this thing with Windows in mind. It's like buying a sports car and realizing it drives better when you swap out the manufactured tires for rollerblades. And let's be real, Windows gaming on handhelds has been a hot mess for a while. For now. Between bloated background tasks, endless updates, and the Windows 11 UI that was clearly designed for people with 3 hands, it's no surprise that it's a lightweight gaming optimized OS like Bazite is stepping into the showing Microsoft how it's done. But this raises a big question. Should gaming handhelds just drop Windows entirely? The Steam Deck already proves that Linux-based gaming is viable, and now the Legion Go S is looking like a Steam OS powered handheld in disguise. At this rate, Microsoft may have to start paying us to keep Windows installed. So what do you think? Would you ditch Windows for a smoother, faster, and better performing handheld experience? Or are you sticking with Windows because you love the pain of driver updates and background processes eating 30% of your VRAM? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it. Alright Spartans, grab your energy swords and prepare to teabag in excitement because Halo is officially getting a new prequel and is dropping this year. That's right, after years of waiting for Halo to get back to its glory days, we're finally getting a brand new entry in the franchise. And before you ask, no, this is another weird Halo TV show plot twist where Master Chief takes off his helmet for an emotional drama. This is a proper game. Now, details are still a bit scarce. From what's been revealed, this prequel will take place before the events of Halo Combat Evolve, which means we're diving even deeper into the lore. Probably getting more insight into the war between humanity and the Covenant before Chief was out here making grunt screaming terror. Honestly, a prequel is a brilliant move because let's be real, Halo Infinite had infinite potential but left us with infinite disappointment. If this new game focuses on tight storytelling, classic Halo combat, and doesn't try to reinvent the wheel with unnecessary gimmicks, we might actually have a Halo game that's worth getting hyped about again. But here's the real question. Who are we playing as? Will we get more of that legendary ODST? Or are we following a young Master Chief? Are we about to spend 12 hours playing a random Marine whose only job is to hold a flashlight for the actual Spartans? Either way, this could be the Halo comeback story we've all been waiting for. But what do you think? Are you hyped for a Halo prequel? Or are you still recovering from Halo Infinite's live service heartbreak? And what area of Halo do you want this game to explore? Let me know in the comments because I need to know if I should start training with my plasma stick grenade to throw again. Alright tactical operators, gear up because Delta Force Hawk Ops is making moves, but don't go rushing into Battlefield just yet because there's a bit of winning game to be involved. So if you've been keeping your ear to the ground since 2023, you probably already know that Delta Force was coming to Xbox but at some point. While PC players have been boots on the ground since the last year, we console warriors have been left staring at our empty deployment orders. Now here's where it gets interesting. The game's new single player campaign, Black Hawk Down, is officially dropping February 21st. But, and it's a big but, it's PC only for now. Xbox players, we're still on standby, waiting for that sweet mission briefing. The good news is that the Xbox version was originally scheduled for Q1 of 2025. This means it could drop anytime between now and the end of March, or knowing game delays, whenever the devs feel like it. Meanwhile, the mobile version has already been delayed until summer of 2025. So let's hope that Team J doesn't decide to pull the old delay shuffle on Xbox 2. Right now, the game director is just telling us to stay frosty and wait for an update. Cool, thanks. I'll just be here polishing my virtual assault rifle. So Xbox players, are you ready to drop into Delta Force when it finally arrives, or are you getting tired of waiting? And for you PC folks, is the new Black Hawk Down campaign worth the price, or are you sticking with the free-to-play multiplayer? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget, check your 6. And that's a wrap for today's Tactical Briefing. We covered everything from AMD's next-gen GPU showdown to Halo's latest prequel drop, and even next-gen Delta Force coming to your console soon. It's as good as time to be a gamer, folks. But before you head out, I want to hear from you. Which of these upcoming releases are you most hyped for? Will you be getting your hands on the Radeon RX 9070 XT, waiting to see what the Nintendo Switch 2 price ends up at, or are you ready and locked and loaded for Delta Force? Let me know down below. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss a briefing from the gaming front lines. Catch you in the next one. Peace.